Little Nightmares 3 continues the series tradition of blending dark fantasy horror with puzzle-based exploration. This time expanded into a full 3D experience built around co-op design, environmental storytelling, and persistent psychological tension. It's a game that relies heavily on atmosphere and interpretation rather than direct explanation, leaving players to piece together its meaning through symbolic environments and moment-to-moment survival. Little Nightmares 3 follows Lo, a masked boy who wears a face of a raven, as he awakens in a fractured realm known as the Spiral after a strange dream involving a reflective window. Soon after, he meets Alone, and the two begin traversing a series of nightmarish regions filled with distorted environments and broken structures along with hostile entities. Their journey takes them through a variety of unsettling locations, each one feeling like a fragment of a broken reality. In this necropolis, they encounter Monster Baby, a massive doll-like creature that can turn anything it sees into stone, forcing them to basically go into like a desperate escape sequence that sets the tone for the rest of the game. As they descend deeper into the spiral, Lo begins experiencing fragmented visions of a forgotten past involving a sealed room and a mysterious doll that bears a strange resemblance to Alone. These moments suggest a connection between them that is never fully explained. They later enter a massive industrial area known as the Candy Factory, ruled by an overseer that basically watches and controls everything. After a final confrontation, she mutates into a monstrous form, forcing a chaotic escape. The journey continues through a carnival-like ship known as the Ken, where children are exploited and puppet-like creatures hunt intruders. Eventually, they reach a decaying institute connected to Lo's memories, where they face the hypotenuse. In the end, Lo forces Alone through a mirror from his dreams, but she is lost in the process, leaving only a drawing behind as Lo remains trapped in his fractured reality. The presentation is one of the strongest elements of Little Nightmares 3. The game retains the series' signature dark fairy tale identity while expanding into full 3D environments that makes exploration feel more immersive and spatial. Every area feels like a nightmare dilemma brought to life, filled with distorted architecture and unsettling silence. Lighting is used extensively to build tension. Shadows and limited visibility are not just aesthetic choices, but core parts of the gameplay experience that constantly keep you on edge. Sound design is equally important. Small details like distant footsteps, creaking structures, and unseen movements in the background all contribute to a constant sense of unease. Playing with headphones significantly enhances the immersion. The music is sparingly, but when it appears, it has a strong emotional and atmospheric impact, often signaling key moments or shifting in tone. On PC, the game also supports high frame rates up to about 240 frames per second, depending on hardware, making the experience feel very smooth and responsive. Overall, the presentation maintains the series' identity while pushing it forward with a more modern technical foundation. The gameplay in Little Nightmares 3 stays true to the series' core formula of exploration, puzzles, and stealth survival, now built around full 3D designs and co-op mechanics. The game can be played solo with an AI companion or an online co-op. Each character has unique tools that shape how they interact with the environment. Lo uses a bow for range interactions and puzzle solving, while Alone relies on a wrench for close range interactions and mechanical situations and solutions. The dual characters' designs create strong co-op synergy, especially in puzzles that require timing, coordination, and teamwork to progress. The shift to full 3D exploration makes the world feel more open, but still maintains the series' signature claustrophobic design. Levels are structured to guide the player through linear pathways filled with environmental puzzles and hidden threats. Stealth remains a core mechanic. Enemies are often far more powerful than the player, forcing you to hide, observe, and actually time your movements carefully to survive. puzzles range from simple object interactions to more complex multi-step sequences that require observation and experimentation without heavy guidance. While the co-op system adds variety and depth, it can occasionally create slight pacing issues when AI behavior or coordination interrupts momentum. Overall, the gameplay evolves the series in a meaningful way while staying faithful to its core identity of stealth, puzzles, and survival. Despite its strong atmosphere and core design, Little Nightmares 3 does have some technical and stability issues that are hard to ignore. On PC, I experienced sudden crashes and occasional launches that actually have failures during my playthrough. In some cases, these issues seem related to missing or corrupted files or outdated system drivers. I also noticed that certain security software and Windows updates can interfere with the game, sometimes causing errors or prevent it from starting properly. While these issues are not constant, when they do occur, they can disrupt immersion in the game that relies heavily on atmosphere and flow. There are also moments where AI companion behavior feels inconsistent, particularly during puzzles that require precise timing or positioning, which can slow down progression. At its best, Little Nightmares 3 delivers a striking atmospheric horror experience that expands the series into a full 3D while introducing co-op into its core design. However, the experience is held back by technical issues on PC and occasional pacing problems that interrupts its flow. It still have a basic, powerful, and unsettling journey that will appeal most to the fans of atmospheric horror and interceptive storytelling, even if it requires some patience with its imperfections. For that, I'm giving Little Nightmares 3 a 3 out of 5. Thank you for tuning into the best place for independent gaming journalism, the Gamer Section. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and stay locked in for more reviews, interviews, and gaming content coming soon.